future energies coming in for the hard work that you have put in your life. And so until anybody is here to buy a question, I'm going to do the collective reading portion. And if you guys would like to donate to the channel, my Cash App and PayPal and Amazon wishlist are all in the description box below. So let's get started and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. La 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 la. Okay. So, first message we have for today. You are breaking cycle. Oh, wow. I love that this one came out because this is exactly what I was saying that I feel like the energy is for today's reading. You are breaking cycles from the past through to the future generations. Long festering karma and karmic wounds. It is time to let go. Be true to you. Allow yourself to shine bright and leave behind what you were taught in favor of the new things that you have learned. Talking points may help you in some way. Write a sentence and see what follows. It's time to really explore. Stop thinking curiosity is a bad thing. It sometimes leads to bad things, but it just as often leads to some good ones too. Take calculated risks, be discerning but not fearful. Let that fear give rise to faith and courage within you. Now is the time for commitment tests. Only the strongest make it through. You can do this. Believe it and make it so. 8/27/21. So you could definitely have been working on a lot of these cycles for a while now. Some of you for a year or more on specific cycles that you've been breaking. Abundance calls. You have the world at your feet. Don't fall for the deceit. Open your eyes to who you are. You don't need to reach too far. You have everything you need inside, you see. So pull your heart and your mind free. Let go of anything holding you back. Trust me, darling, there's no lack. Live in gratitude this very day. Start to see things in a new way. Golden is what you are. You can go so very far. 11/4/20. And if you guys are interested in this poem, you can find my poetry in my description box below. There is a link to Dee's StoryTime. Sorry, somebody messaged me and it distracted me. Anyway, so the karmic cycles that you are breaking is leading you to a life of abundance. You are starting to realize that you don't lack anything that you need. You have everything that you need within yourself. The universe will provide the rest. Live in gratitude. Take times and take a moment each day to list off some of the things that you are grateful for that you have in your life. There are a lot of things in your life right now that other people may not have access to. One thing is internet. I know everybody that's here watching this has internet. Not everybody on this planet has internet. So take time to say, oh, hey, thank you for my ability to be able to hop on YouTube and listen to the readings here, or being able to browse around Google and look things up. And another way to show that gratitude is by taking those moments to actually explore those things and look into things that other people may not have access to. If you have pets, taking a minute each day to show your gratitude and appreciation to the universe for the pets that you have, showing your pets themselves that gratitude and appreciation, taking time out to play with them each day, taking time out to pet them each day. It doesn't take that much of your time to take 5 minutes to say, oh, I love you, and scratch behind their ears. And it really does bring up their morale. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel as good as they make you feel when you are down or upset or hurting, and they're there by your side. So show that gratitude and return that energy back to them. Being able to have faith and compassion, being able to have empathy and understanding, being able to delve deeply into your emotions and understand them better, and being able to understand the emotions of others around you. You are also learning how to leave behind any kind of judgmental attitude or thoughts about what people believe in. You're really learning to explore different thoughts and ideas as well. You may even be delving into different ideas or different concepts, what different people may believe in, what different cultures value or hold dear. And this is very good for you as well, because it allows you to break those karmic cycles of that judgment for other people's beliefs. That especially say you were raised in a Christian environment and you spent all your time thinking that everybody around you that wasn't Christian was going to go to hell. So you spent all your time telling everybody around you that wasn't Christian that. You spent all your time trying to force your beliefs down other people's throat instead of accepting their beliefs and accepting that their beliefs were different than yours, and their God says different than yours does. And that's okay. It's okay that different people believe different things. Or like people who believe in aliens. There's a lot of people who say that you're crazy if you believe in aliens. There's a lot of people who think you're nuts, absolutely nuts if you believe in aliens. Excuse me, what? I feel like personally, anybody who doesn't believe in aliens has the most giant ego that there could ever possibly be. Between all of the universes that are out there, and I say universes because there is many multiple universes out there. All of those universes out there, we're the only life ever. Are you kidding me? How big of an ego do you have to be, or do you have to believe that? And as we find out that the universes are even bigger and bigger and bigger, all the galaxies out there, to have people still holding on to that thread and claiming that people are crazy for thinking there's other life out there is ridiculous, because obviously there is. If there is that much space in the universe, generally nature makes use of space, correct? And I don't think that they would leave all that space completely empty. Not to mention, they've actually found a lot of planets that are very Earth-like in their appearance, where they have water, they have plant life, stuff like that, vegetation. Vegetation is life. So technically, that right there, all by itself, is alien life. And how do you have vegetation if you don't have other forms of life? You have other forms of life too. So yeah, you might be expanding your viewpoints, expanding your knowledge, really learning and growing in your beliefs and your understandings. Looking back on the past, looking at your roots, having a lot more kindness, compassion, forgiveness for yourself and for other people, and really being able to understand the things that happened in your life that created you and made you the person that you are today. You may be looking back on your past friendships, your past relationships, your past family life, maybe even your past with your own children or with your own parents. And you're really looking at it with new eyes, with the eyes of love, instead of looking at it with the eyes of annoyance or hate or resentment or bitterness or anything of the sort. You're really starting to see things more clearly, and you're starting to really understand where people came from and where you were coming from in the situations that you were in. You're starting to forgive these things. You're starting to rise above these things. You're starting to really let those things go and close the door to the negativity in the past, so that you can open the door to a lot more goodness coming into your life, because you're letting go of the negativity. When we are able to let go of the negativity and raise our vibrations, the things that come at us in the universe match those vibrations, and it's a lot higher vibrational stuff that comes into us. So you are really going to be reaping a lot of rewards for all of this hard work that you have been putting in to make these changes within your own mind and within your own life. The elements of air, fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So you're becoming a lot more balanced. You're becoming a lot more balanced between your thoughts, your emotions, your passions, and your rationality. You're really combining everything together to create a much more balanced perspective on things in the world, and a much more balanced action in moving forward as well. Little luxuries generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. And that's pretty much what I was just saying, is that through this hard work that you are doing to change your vibration and to level yourself up, you are opening up the door to more experiences that are higher vibrational, that are bringing you a lot better circumstances, a lot better situations, a lot better experiences, simply because you are putting in the work to heal yourself and grow, so that you can experience these better experiences without the tainted past causing you to see it through the lenses of, you know what, there's rose-colored glasses, there's shit-colored glasses too. And you can choose to see the world through rose-colored glasses, shit-colored glasses, or reality glasses. And technically, I mean, if you want my honesty, rose-colored glasses might actually be better than the shit-colored glasses. That's just me, though, because when you have that optimistic viewpoint, then you tend to experience things in a different way than the people who are experiencing them from a very pessimistic place. The Fool, the Two of Cups, and the High Priestess. So deep down, you know what is right for you. You are really connected to your higher self. You're very connected to the signs, the synchronicities, the messages that you are receiving from the universe, and you are starting to understand and see what the path is to get to this abundance. There's actually a pomegranate that's cut open and like spilling out on the ground in this picture. And pomegranates are a very strong symbol of wealth, prosperity, abundance. Pomegranates were very, 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 very expensive back in the day. And so they were set up as a symbol of prosperity and abundance. And this prosperity and abundance is coming to you for your ability to realize that you are not meant to know everything, but that if you listen to your intuition, you do fare a lot better, and you are able to navigate this world a lot better through listening to that voice that you have coming from your angels, from the divine, from your ancestors, from your higher self. And you are really connecting to that more. You are creating very harmonious and peaceful connections in your life because you are letting the past go, and you are healing and bridging the gaps that has happened in these relationships. You are really making peace and bringing that peace, and that peace is coming with an equal exchange between you and the people around you. In the past, it might have been much less of an equal exchange because at some point you definitely could have been feeling like you lacked something, and so you were giving, trying to make up for whatever it was that you lacked or thought that you lacked. And so people were taking because that's what you were giving to them. And now you're realizing that you put these boundaries down, and people may have been upset about it for a little while, but people are now starting to come around, and you are starting to forgive them and let them know, hey, I do forgive you for the past, but I won't be treated like that in the future anymore. And if you want to continue to be part of my life, then you need to start treating me in a different manner. And so you are saving some of these relationships, and some of them are falling away. And now you know which ones are the ones that can stay and which ones are the ones that cannot stay. You're really learning how to take more leaps of faith and how to jump out there, trusting and knowing that you will be able to accomplish what you desire to accomplish, and really believing in yourself. Where in the past you may not have believed in yourself because you might have thought that you lacked something in some sort of way, but now you are seeing yourself in a much higher light than you were in the past. And that is translating to the rest of the world around you as well. While you were seeing yourself in a lower light, you were seeing the rest of the world in a lower light too. And now that you're seeing yourself in a higher light, you're starting to see the rest of the world in a higher light as well. A powerful change in the world starts with you today. It is time to let go of the past, not the people or the love, but the pain and the hurt. Life is what we make it. Focus on the love. You know better than to allow abuse at this point, and others know better than to target you. Wow, that's amazing how much this message fits in. Some have even realized their actions, and they will truly atone for them with a change in their behavior. For an apology that big, walk is the only thing that will work for you, but they also need to communicate as well. Their apology needs to be as loud as their betrayal was, and as loud as the cover-up was. It is time for some people to face the music. Free will on if they choose to do it willingly, or will the universe do it for them. Some have healed enough already. Some never will. And others have to learn the hard way. Nothing wrong with that. It just takes patience. Better late than never. 8/27/21. So you are definitely dealing with people that are being called to answer for the things that they have done. And the reason they're being called to answer for it is because you have let it go. Once you let it go, once you release it, once you stop taking on that energy yourself, then those people have to face it. It's like that when you're holding on to their karma is building up on your shoulders. That poison is affecting your life. When you let it all go, it can go back to the home where it belongs because it isn't yours to carry. And you're letting it all go. So it is all going home to roost. The roosters are going home to roost. And if they choose not to apologize, and if they choose not to do right by you, then the universe is going to make sure that all of the truth gets exposed anyway, and that it is made right for you, even if these people don't choose to do it. Hi, Izzy. I'm not sure if that's how you say that, but that's how it looks like you say that. You are here. X marks the spot. If you are here, it's for a reason, a purpose much longer than just a season. Overcoming is a must. In faith, place your trust. Happiness blooms from inside all the pain that you can abide. Strength is yours to harness well. If you believe, you can never fail. You're on your path. Listen now. Ask your heart where and how. All the answers will come to you once you switch to a more peaceful view. 8/15/20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. If you enjoy these poems, you can find them on Dee's Storytime as well, and my link for that's in the description box below. So you are here for a reason, for a purpose. There is a reason and a rhyme for everything that has happened up to this point. It had to happen the way that it did. You had to learn, you had to go through those lessons, you had to really understand things from a different point of view. And now you're moving into that different point of view. Hi. Learning how to balance things, learning how to do multiple things at once, really being able to have a lot of things going on and still being able to maintain peace and balance is something that you are learning to do as well. You are learning how to handle multiple things at once while still remaining calm and peaceful and in this very high vibrational energy. There's a lot of happiness coming into you. There is definitely a lot of happier connections, happier family energy. There's a lot of peace, prosperity, joy, abundance coming your way emotionally. There's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment in the connections and the relationships that are going on in your life at this time because of your ability to maintain balance and peace throughout any of the ups and downs. With all kinds of things going on and many different things happening at once, you have still been able to stay in this high vibrational energy, which is causing a complete shift in your reality, and it's calling in so much more abundance and prosperity. I can relate to that. There's so much going on in my life right now that it's ridiculous. And I have actually been able to completely keep myself sane, grounded, balanced, peaceful, feeling good, feeling like everything that's going on is just a blessing in disguise and like everything's going to be just fine, regardless of the fact that my home was just smashed like 3 weeks ago. And, you know, things happen for a reason. Frontin' with balls. People front all the time. It's always seen through, just give me a dime. If you did, I'd be rich by now. Everybody wondering exactly how. Lies fall like blood red rain, extending all of human pain. Hurt people, or so I'm told. Healing people till I am old. Hurt or not, I try not to hurt, but others never really assert. Intimidation got them quaking. In the oven, our love's bacon. Short on needed things to make it. Shut up now, you don't get to throw a fit. You can't be honest about who you are. You will never go very far. If lies is what you seek to sow, in reaping you will get your prized bow. Something fake and faulty, it doesn't feel right, till you're losing hope and out of sight. You say you're one thing, not thinking others sing. Not regarding the image you can't keep, not examining the truths that start to leak. Know yourself before you move towards me. Don't present a picture none will ever see. Just be you and I'll just be me. That's the step that will set you free. And so you guys are not only learning how to be yourself and express yourself more fully, but you are also learning how to hold others accountable and how to say what needs to be said in situations where people have tried to pull the wool over your eyes or who have tried to lie or smear your name, things like that. You have really learned how to take the reins back of control in your life and how to not allow those people to get under your skin anymore. All my love rests with you. All my strength is behind you always. Feel me near, I am here, physical or not. Listen to your heart. Always do what you feel is right for you. Never question moving forward or moving on. If love is leading you, it could never be wrong. So, some of you could definitely have somebody on the other side that wants to let you know that they are behind you 110% of the way. They would like you to know that and feel that and believe it. That they may not be able to be there physically, but they want you to listen to your heart and feel their presence regardless. They also want you to know that it is always best to do what you feel is right for you, not what anybody else wants you to do. Don't question moving forward or moving on in situations that have been left stagnant or where people have really just not done right by you. Allow those things to fall away and allow yourself to move on or move forward if that is what your heart is leading you to do. If what you feel like you need to do to heal is to get closure, then sometimes you have to get closure on your own without the other person around, because a lot of times in those situations, you don't get to have the other person around to get that closure. And just know that if love is leading you and your actions then you could never be wrong in your actions. Captivate those around you with your fiery passion and your skillful execution. You have everything. You have everything that you need within you. We each have a purpose, and yours is very great. Think of the times when things could have been deadly, but they weren't. You are never alone. The divine, angels, and spiritual realm has your back. So there have been times in your life where things could have been worse than what they were, where you could have actually found yourself in a grave for some of you. And you ended up still here standing today. First off, have a little bit of gratitude for that. But second off, know that that was your angels. That was the divine. That was your ancestors behind you. That was the people that you love, keeping an eye on you and watching over you on the other side. And that is something that is definitely with you on a regular basis. Just like any good parent, they're not going to be there to stop everything that ever happened to you or to try to control your life, but they will step in when it's needed and when you need them the most, or when you ask them for their help. But they can't be there to protect you from every single hurt that happens. The thing that actually comes to mind was on, if anybody's ever watched Once Upon a Time, when Snow White and the prince go back to when Emma was a little girl, and they could have grabbed her and they could have left with her right then and there and stopped everything bad that ever happened in her life. But if they would have done that, she never would have been able to grow up to be the hero that she was meant to be. And so in walking away from that moment and not stepping in when they could have, they actually did something much greater for her. And it took just as much love, if not more love, for her as well as the entire world around her to be able to stop themselves from interrupting in her life's path that led to her greatest purpose. So they're not going to be there to stop everything, but they are going to be there to be behind you, to guide you, to love you, to let you know that you matter. You are succeeding at a lot right now. You have been through a lot. You have had to learn a lot, and you have taken it upon yourself to learn, to really explore things, to really delve into your passions, to delve into your spirituality, to delve into who you are as a person and what your beliefs are. And you are overcoming obstacle after obstacle to really be able to follow this path that you have chosen for yourself. You definitely know what you want, and you take action to bring that to life in your life. You take action to learn, to grow, to overcome, to really be passionate about life and the world around you. And you have learned a lot through the experiences that you had to go through. Not all of them were good, but you learn the most from the worst situations that you're involved in, really, if you allow yourself to learn. And you guys have allowed yourself to learn. You have allowed yourself to overcome, to grow, to really be this person who knows what you want and goes after it and doesn't let anything stop you. You are somebody who steps up and says something when you feel like a situation's not right. You are somebody who is there to lead, to guide, to love. And you have really been an inspiration to a lot of people around you. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be getting some sort of recognition in the near future of the skills that you have developed, of the inspiration that you have brought to others, of the capabilities you have as a teacher or as a leader in the lives of others, and how much you mean to them. You could really feel like you are on your own, or maybe you felt like you had to be on your own for a long time. And a lot of the reason that you were on your own is so that you could understand yourself better. And even when you were on your own, if you notice, she's really not alone. You were still being watched over, guided, protected, led by those that love you on the other side. You were being led down this path for a reason, so that you could understand yourself better, so that you could show yourself better, so that you could really just be you and not care what anybody else thinks or feels about it, because you don't got anybody anyway, so what's it matter if you are who you are? You might as well make yourself happy and just be you, and you might as well go after what you want and just be. And in doing those things, you are now calling in your true soul family, the true people who you belong around and the true people you get along with the best, the ones that are actually like you and similar to you and you actually have a lot in common with. And it's all because you had to be on your own for a little bit so that you could realize that there's nothing wrong with being alone too. There's nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a state of being. We have the fox and the zebra. So somebody may also be coming forward to recognize you as somebody that they want to have success with, somebody that they feel like is an amazing life partner, somebody that they feel like may be their other half. They may feel like you guys get along very well together. You may also be traveling here in the near future, or just exploring a lot of different things. This person could be somebody that may be traveling towards you too, because they may be at a distance, whether that's emotionally or physically. There's definitely a lot of new thoughts, new ideas, new understandings coming into the minds of others around you. New recognition that they did not see before, things they missed. There may be somebody who wants to come forward and offer you a date, or ask you on a date, or take you out somewhere. And the fox is very significant as the life partner. That is the life partner. It's like that person that you want to be with. Your intelligence, your craftiness, your skills, your abilities are really being put on display right now, and you are gaining a lot of recognition from a lot of people. I feel like you have learned a lot, and you've not just learned a lot about your immediate environment, but you have learned a lot about a lot of different places in the world, a lot of different people in the world, a lot of different cultures that are around you. And it's not just all about your culture, but you have actually learned a lot about a lot of different places and people as well. Hi, Rashima. Nice to see you again. Safe and happy travels. So yeah, some of you could definitely be traveling. And if you are going to be traveling, remember that you will be protected from harm while you are journeying. During that journey, you may think that you're alone, but you really are not alone. And it could even just be that through these lessons and experiences, that is the journey that you're on. The journey to really be able to heal yourself and bring together both your light and shadow side, being able to integrate both your masculine and feminine side, being able to integrate your own past cultures into your being too. Some of you may have grown up not knowing much about your own culture, and so you could be learning some stuff about that as well, or where you come from, what your roots are. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. And like I said before, there could definitely be somebody here watching that is going to be getting recognition from a life partner, somebody who wants to recognize the skills, somebody who wants to recognize how much you have inspired them to really heal themselves and to overcome the obstacles in their own life, because you have been able to so easily overcome everything that has come your way, and you've done it all on your own. And so somebody may be coming forward to recognize you and your skills. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. So, unless somebody wants to buy a question right now, then I'm going to go to the next message that Spirit wants to talk about for today's reading. And see, like I was saying at the beginning of this, a lot of today's reading feels like it's what energy is coming in the future for you for the hard work that you have put in. And yeah, it seems like everything's pretty much following suit with that. So let's see. Look high, not low. Sights on the sky, set so high, haters always wonder why. Set expectations are a lie, but look at me. Now standing tall, I have climbed my brick wall. Are you ready to fight this fight, or is jealousy blocking your sight? You can change your life too, come out smelling so brand new. But all your time is wasted here, spent only on your nasty leer. Take a minute to look in the mirror. Tell me, what is it that you truly fear? See the amazing things you could be if only you were willing to pay the fee. 2/2/22. So there's a lot that has to be done in being able to heal yourself and being able to overcome the trials and tribulations that you are going through in order to be able to raise your vibrations. There is a lot that needs to be done, and a lot of that is really letting go of any kind of feelings of lack about yourself or about the world around you, or being able to be grateful about what you have in your life and not really looking at your neighbor's plate to see whether or not they have something better, because what you have on your plate may be good enough, and it may be better than a lot of other people in this world as well. So remembering to be grateful and remembering to really express that gratitude for what we have in front of us is a big part of raising our vibrations. Prayer is very good as well. So is meditation. Also, being able to face our own inner fears and being able to look at them and really see what's going on inside of our mind, inside of our souls, inside of our energy. What is going on with us? Why are we feeling the way that we are feeling, so that we can heal those things, so that we can truly see everything that we are meant to be or are able to be without the clouded vision. And so being able to look inside yourself is the biggest thing that people have to do when it comes to healing and raising their vibrations, because we can't deny our own shadow. Otherwise, that shadow comes out to play in nasty ways. Which reminds me, I did actually just do a reading yesterday on a look in the mirror and healing the shadow side that we may be currently in as well. And I've been in a lot of those energies myself, so that's the only reason I can talk about them. Allow the negativity and the attitude of lack to fall away. Notice and appreciate the things that you have to be grateful for. Feel the abundance all around you and be at peace. Boy, that definitely fits in with what I was just saying. Dream, eagle, and unicorn. Majesty, power, concern. Things will be positive emotionally. Your opinions can't be changed easily. Can be good or bad. Courage and a desire to explore and grow. Good fortune and victory are coming your way. If you were attacked, it means that there are some self-imposed limitations that you need to break through. Could be career success or ambitious goals that are about to be achieved. Fierceness, freedom, courage. You may be facing a fight for your rights. Hope, insight, high ideals, power, purity, magical feelings, or a wish for more in life, especially more magic. High personal standards. You may have some distinct and unique abilities. Gentleness and meekness can be presented as well. Fight for what you want. Set healthy boundaries, but remain in a pure and loving spirit. It can be representing your innocence. High ideals to be followed. Fortune coming your way. Insight into a matter of importance is being given to you. Faith in your dreams and belief is needed. Good times are ahead. You possess great power and strength, and you can face anything. So, there really is just this need to stop worrying about what anybody else has or has going on and start focusing on just you and what you have to offer the world, what your skills are, what your abilities are, how amazing those things are. It doesn't diminish the beauty of everyone else's either. Everyone else's is still beautiful, but no one else's is more beautiful than yours either. Yours is not more beautiful than theirs, and theirs is not more beautiful than yours, which is why I don't talk a whole lot about being a chosen one. No, I chose to be here. There's a difference between being a chosen one and choosing to be here. I chose to be here. I chose to go through the things that I went so that I could be who I am today. And I chose to explore the things and educate myself on the things that I did so I could be who I am today. There's a difference between that and being a chosen one that is blessed by the divine and I'm the only one who could be this way. No, all of you could be this way if this is what you chose to be. And you're the one who controls that. You're the one who makes the decisions in that. You're the one who chooses whether or not you acknowledge the beautiful things inside of yourself and bring them out into the world. Or if you're so stuck on everybody else's beauty that you miss your own. So don't miss your own beauty by being stuck on another person's beauty. And don't miss their beauty by being stuck on your own beauty either. There's an equalness there, and sometimes it can flow over to one extreme or the other. And yes, I have been in both extremes before in my life, and neither one is good. We have the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So being at peace with your own decisions, being at peace with what you choose to do with your life, being at peace with loving yourself and who you are, being at peace with all of the options that you have. And it's okay to have all these options. Everybody else has all these options too, even if they're upset and looking at you like you're horrible and awful because you have all these options. They have those options too if they choose to see the beauty in themselves, and vice versa. You may be feeling that way about other people, but you have those options around you as well. And all that it takes to have those options around you is loving yourself, and loving yourself so much that that love spills out of you all over the rest of the world around you. Being at peace with your decisions, being okay with what you choose to do, and also realizing that even though there's all these options out here, There is an option that is best suited for you as well. You could do anything or be anyone that you want to be. So be yourself and do what you do best, and really love yourself for doing what you do best and being who you are. And know that in doing those things, you are going to have a lot of opportunities coming your way and being presented to you. A lot of stable, strong, solid commitments coming in. I feel like there's definitely somebody here that is going to be getting some sort of commitment from somebody, some sort of committed offer, some sort of prosperous new beginning with stability and strength behind it. Telepathic connection of some sort. And somebody gaining the courage to be able to approach you even though you have all of these options. Being able to maintain your emotional stability and your emotional strength a lot of times takes exploring your emotions, exploring who you are inside, and being okay with the fact that you may not know right this minute what you want to do. That's okay too. And then having the courage to decide what it is that you want to do and make that decision for yourself, and to make the decision on the opportunities that you have yourself. Really being able to trust in your ability to make decisions, and trust in your ability to accept the offers coming your way that you feel are best for you, and to be able to discern. And also realizing that even if sometimes things don't go the best, that is nothing to do with you. That's not something you did wrong. That's not something you can change. Just because two people came together doesn't mean both of them were going to be ready to make the transitions necessary to include each other in their lives. And sometimes that just happens, and that's okay. It doesn't make either person evil either. That just means that this situation was not meant to be at this current time. And maybe if it's meant to, it will come back around. And if it isn't, then it won't. But there is definitely some sort of telepathic connections going on with you and people around you. And your self-love is definitely shining and showing and guiding the way. The more you love yourself, the better things will be in the relationships around you and the commitments and connections around you as well. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing the universal energy. So there's going to be a powerful manifestation of your wishes and your goals while you are loving yourself and shining in your highest vibrational light, while you are giving to yourself, while you are allowing yourself to receive, while you are open to not only giving to others, but also allowing others to give to you. There's a lot of great manifestations that are going to be coming forward to you. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. And for some of you, there is definitely a reconciliation coming in of a past situation where one or both parties was not ready for this situation, and you both had to learn how to love yourself first so that you could decide what was best for you. Dragonfly is definitely something that symbolizes resurrection or reconciliation of past situations. And so you also bring a light to this world with the love that you offer. You bring a light to this world. And this beautiful high vibrational energy that you bring to the world is bringing that beautiful high vibrational energy back to yourself as well. Awin, the three rays of light. Balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. So really being able to combine all aspects of yourself, not being worried about the labels of the human world and what people think you should be doing or feel like you should be doing, or feel like is wrong for you to be doing. Instead of worrying about that, you are just loving yourself, and you are choosing to be who you are regardless of what anybody else thinks. And that is really, really benefiting you, because you are telling yourself that you are worthy, that you are worth it, that you are amazing, that you are beautiful exactly as you are. And you are becoming more and more comfortable with just being you and not caring what anybody else thinks about who you are. You're learning how to act when it's necessary, and how to hold back when it's necessary, how to express yourself when it's necessary, and how to turn away when it's necessary. You're learning the different things that you have within you and how to work with both of them, and have both of them being used as your strengths instead of weaknesses by denying them out of existence. And it doesn't really even deny them out of existence. It just makes them lash out in nasty ways that are not beneficial to you or the world around you when you try to deny those aspects of yourself. Kind of like when somebody who is gay is severely homophobic because they're very closeted and don't want anybody to know that they're gay. So they they run around bullying all the gay people and taking out all their anger and aggression at themselves onto those people. That's an example of denying your shadow self until it lashes out on other people around you. Thank you very much, Muse. I am so excited about it. And just so everybody knows, I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers, and I will be giving away 2 free readings once I get there. So make sure you pay attention to my videos when they're uploaded, because I will be doing the contest in one of my pick a card readings for everybody to have a chance to enter to win it in the comments below in that specific reading. So if anybody wants to ask a question, you can find my Cash App and PayPal in the description box below, and it's $10 a question. If anybody wants to donate, same thing. And I'm going to move to the next message until there is anything. So we have, you are an amazing person. Watching what you have become makes me so proud of you. Keep going and don't let others knock you off your path. You have worked too hard for this. Sorry if I wasn't as supportive before, but I know now why this is so important to you, and I know that you can do it. Happy Thanksgiving. Keep being grateful. It looks good on you. So for some of you, if you resonated with the past person and the reconciliation thing, this could definitely be somebody in your past that did not support you and your path and your pursuits. They may not have felt like you could do it, or they may not have realized why it was so important to you. They may have made fun of it. They may have made you feel some way about it. And that person wants you to know that they're sorry about that. They did not realize why it was so important to you, or what you were working on and how important it was to the world. And they really want you to know that you look beautiful doing what you're doing. They want you to keep up the good work, and they really feel very grateful that they were not able to stop you. They also don't want you to let anybody else stop you either, because you may be dealing with some similar situations right now as what that person may have thrown your way in the past, and so they don't want you to let that tear you down any more than they did. And yeah, that could definitely be. And if it's not that person, then it could be somebody who passed on to the other side, or it could also be just a friend or a parent who may not have been supportive of what you were doing, and you guys have a bit of a rocky relationship right now, but you may be repairing it here soon. Focus on the things around you, now and here. See the beauty in it all. Show gratitude and clear out anything that is unneeded. Blessings will soon be coming. You just may not see the results of your work yet. Patience will pay off. You may be feeling like all eyes are on you, that you may not have done the right thing. Who's to say what the right thing is anyway? We are all doing the best that we can in the moment. Have compassion for yourself and for others. Your intentions were pure, and your patience will pay off with a generous offer. You may have been tricked and left to walk away in shame, but there is someone who sees the real value. Open up your heart to be able to receive. So even if there was a situation where you were tricked and ended up walking away feeling very ashamed of yourself, feeling very low, very down, I feel like you have healed that at this point, and you're no longer feeling like it was something to do with you. You're feeling like it was a projection of the other person for why they behaved the way that they did. And so you are now feeling a lot more healed. You're really loving yourself a lot more. You're feeling good in your skin. You're feeling good about yourself. And I feel like there is definitely somebody who sees the value and worth in you, that is watching close by and really wants to recognize your beauty and the amazingness that is you, and the inspiration that you have brought to them in their life as well. Throw the game to get the win. Winning and losing is all that matters. When you do that, your love batters. Set your pride aside. Your heart now confide. No more lies across your lips. Poison from your tongue drips. Ease the pain of your pride and tell the truth of what you lied. So, when it comes to a relationship, when people are in competition constantly, that doesn't do anything good for any kind of relationship. It doesn't matter if it's a friendship. It doesn't matter if it's a mother and a daughter, or a father and a son. It doesn't matter who it is in whatever relationship it is, a brother and a sister, anything like that. That competition is what kills it. That competition takes away from the love. That jealousy takes away from the love. That constant combativeness takes away from the love. And now it is time to really set your pride aside, to let people know how you feel about things, and to let go of the past, let go of the competition, let go of feeling like you for some reason aren't going to be any good unless you're better than this person, or vice versa. These people may be coming to this conclusion as well, and maybe learning how to express the truth of their feelings. Somebody needs to express the truth of their feelings here, to let go of the past, to let go of the things that are not true, to let go of the warped storylines, to let go of the competition and the bullshit, and to really learn how to communicate with each other and to have an equal give and take, to be able to really work with each other instead of against each other. There's going to be a chance in the near future to work with each other instead of against each other, to get the win by not competing. Some of you may have even walked away from a situation because somebody may have put you in a competition with somebody else, and you decided, nope, I'm not competing. I don't compete. I am the choice. I am the option. So bye. And then you walked away and completely left the situation behind. And maybe you won the game simply by doing that. By refusing to destroy connections for it. An important call or message will be coming in soon. Make sure that you stand your ground, but be accepting of the positions of others around you as well. Leave aggression out of this conversation. Wow, that fits very, very well with this. Leave the aggression out of the situation. Leave the competition out of it. Leave the jealousy out of it. Leave the bitterness and the resentment and the anger out of it. And really listen to what this person has to say before you respond to it. And I'm not saying be a doormat and allow them to dump all their shit on you. Say what you need to say too. But try to leave the anger out of it and the resentment, the bitterness, the jealousy, anything like that when you have this conversation that's going to be coming in the near future. You may be thinking a lot about the past. Forgive and release. See the good moments and the bad. And understand that there is always a balance. Cleanse your energy. So it doesn't matter what situation you enter into. Every situation that you enter into is going to have both good and bad. There is going to be both because there's always a balance of both. That's the way the world works. Without the bad, we would never see the good or appreciate it. Without the good, we would never see the bad or, I guess, appreciate it in its own way. Like Bob Ross says, you can't see one without the other. When he's painting, you have to have the shadow to show the light. You can't have either one without the other. Both of them work together. Both of them create the world. And it would be a pretty boring world without both of them too. If everything was just the same all day, every day, and there was no differences, no changes, no nothing, because that's the only way that we would actually be able to have no shadow and light, is if everything was exactly the same all day, every day, gray. The whole world was gray, and nobody dressed any different, nobody talked any different, nobody had any different beliefs, nobody had any different ideas. If we were all just robots, it would work. But yeah, otherwise, there's good and bad in every single thing. And that's a world I like, honestly, because yeah, I wouldn't want that gray, nasty world. That sounds awful. So you're learning how to let go. You could have even dealt with somebody who was very codependent. You may have been very codependent as well. There could have been some mirrored energy going on here. There was some codependencies going on, some sort of clinginess, neediness, greediness, holding on too tightly to things, clutching after things instead of just being able to live and let live. And now you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing the bigger picture. Instead of focusing on all the little minute details and trying to control every situation and how it flows, you are seeing the bigger picture now. You're taking a step back. You're really looking at things from a higher perspective, or you're being asked to if you haven't been doing this. So you are also receiving a lot of messages, a lot of guidance at this time. And you may be being asked to meditate or just take some quiet time alone to be able to focus in and listen in to these messages that are coming your way as well. seeing temptations for what they are, seeing the addictions for what they are, seeing the things that were holding you back for what they were. Instead of feeling like it was another person that was holding your back, holding you back. You're starting to realize it was yourself. In some sort of way, it was yourself, because you were choosing to stay in that position and to put up with that situation because you were worried about losing the situation, or you were worried about being alone, or you were worried about letting go and allowing things to just fall apart because you didn't want everything to fall apart. You could have been trying to control everything by trying to constantly fix everything, something along those lines. Feeling very stuck, feeling very stagnant, feeling very overworked, feeling like you just were not appreciated, feeling like you were constantly seeking and constantly clutching on to the things, or vice versa. This person could have been doing a lot of that themselves as well. I actually had a dream a couple years ago, and in it, I woke up and my ex was tying my hands behind my back, and I looked at him and I said, "What is so awful that you feel like you have to tie me up like this?" Looked right in his eyes when I said it, and he just stopped instantly and let go of the rope and let it fall away. And I got up and I walked out, and he was holding me back, but he wasn't the one holding me back. I was holding me back because I was afraid that I was going to lose him if I didn't allow him to hold me back or whatever. And that's what this is kind of reminding me of. So you have taken time away from the world to really look inside yourself to see what's going on within you and what is causing these issues within yourself so that you could heal these things. And I feel like there's a very strong mirrored energy here where this other person did the same thing. They took their break away from the world to be able to really delve inside themselves and see what was going on here so that they could heal the things that they were going through like you did. And no, not everybody's going to change, but sometimes people do change. Sometimes people do put in that work. I mean, you did, right? So who's to say another person couldn't, right? When my mom told me that nobody ever changes, I was like, what are you talking about, Mom? Because I have changed 200 million times in my life. So yeah, there are some people who change. Some choose not to. And that's fine. But I also can't be around people who are going to choose to stay stuck in those energies because it's not good for me either. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and your guides. Water, work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. And I love that that came out right on top of this hermit card because she's taking a bath in this hermit card. Baths are very good for cleansing your energy, purifying your energy. Also, salt baths are amazing for that as well. If you're looking for some happiness and joy in your life, using some of the citrus smells is really good for that. You don't want to use too many drops because it can make it a little acidic in the water. So only like 3 or 4 drops each of lemon oil and sweet orange oil will really brighten up your mood and make you feel very good about yourself and the world around you. A couple drops of eucalyptus and peppermint and rosemary will really help you to... First off, rosemary is really good with any kind of rashes or any kind of skin conditions you have. But also, those ones will help a lot with pain. And they will help a lot with mostly pain. Lavender's really good for relaxation, calming your mind and your nerves. Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. So, you are gaining true wisdom. And true wisdom comes from not looking at the world outside yourself, but looking inside yourself to understand how you interact with the world around you and why the world makes you feel the way that you do when you interact with it. So you're really learning how to go inside yourself and understand you better so that you can understand the entire world around you better as well. And this is really bringing you a lot. This is bringing you a lot of true wisdom. This is really bringing you emotional healing and emotional fulfillment in and of yourself instead of seeking it outside of yourself or seeking some sort of validation from others about who you are or what you are. You are now looking inside of you for those things. And you are really receiving a lot of assistance from your angels and your guides at this time. There's a lot of messages coming into you. There's a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities. So make sure that you pay close attention to those things because they are here to comfort you and to make you feel like you are on the right path in doing the work that you are doing, which you are, definitely. So that's what I have for that specific message. And unless anybody wants to buy a question, I'm going to move to the next section of what Spirit wants to talk about. So, let's see what else we have today. Love call. Underneath the starry sky, beautiful clouds way up high, feeling love on the wind, letting go, learn to bend. Compromise will bring a wind. Loving you is not a sin. Sending love and sending light on its way this very night. So sending love and sending light to those that you love and those that you want to heal is a very important thing. Those who have been in lower vibrational energy that you have interacted with, the best thing for them is to heal. And I realize that a lot of people want revenge and they want people to feel like they felt and all that kind of stuff. And great, healing comes with that. Because trust me, when you're healing, you go through a lot to get there. And they can either choose to heal or they can keep going through it until they do choose to heal. But sending them that healing love and light and that beautiful energy, the positive vibrations, is going to do a lot more than sending that negativity their way is. And really being able to free yourself. It'll help you free yourself from it too. It'll help remove that poison from you. It'll help you to be feeling in a much better vibrational energy yourself. And it'll help you to be calling in much better to you, because you are no longer sending any negative energy towards others. When you send out that negative energy comes back towards you, right? And so we don't want to be sending out that negative energy. And I'm not saying that you have to pray for all your enemies, but you know what? I do. Because first off, in their healing, that raises the vibration of the collective. That helps to heal everyone. In healing a few people, that helps to heal everyone. Especially when the people that are doing nasty things find healing. Because now they're not running around doing those nasty things to people anymore. And everybody can be a lot more healed, healthy, and happy because those people are not doing that anymore. You are starting to break out of your shell. Keep communicating. Keep opening your throat chakra. Your communication is highly powerful. You bring massive truths to light. Never lose this newfound freedom over your voice. You have the gift to change the perceptions and ideas of others with your words. Meant for big things in writing, social justice, social media, influencing, tarot reading, and psychology. So, this is actually reminding me of the conversation I had the other night in the car with my ex and my kids. Apparently last Friday night, my daughter went to stay at a friend's house over in Meridian, which is like a half-hour drive or so from here. And when she went over there, her older brother was there, her friend's older brother and his friend, and they were like 7th or 8th graders, somewhere around there. Apparently, they had some sort of shanks that they had made, like knives that they had made, and they were threatening her with those knives so she would give them her cell phone. And then they were threatening her to get her password out of her, and then they sat there looking up porn on her phone. And so she called my ex to have him come pick her up. And when she called him to have her come pick her up, her friend was trying to commandeer the conversation, I guess, the whole time, trying to tell him that, no, she wants to stay. And he was there within 22 minutes to grab her. And ended up bringing her friend back home, too. So she ended up spending the night over there. Something happened the next morning. I can't remember what happened the next morning between her and her friend. But something happened between them two, and she decided that she didn't want to be friends with her anymore. So she's like, well, I don't know what to do, Dad. What am I supposed to do about this? And he's like, we'll just blame it on me, and I'll just tell her that I don't want an influence like that in your life anymore, so you can't be friends with her. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's not what you should be doing. And I didn't say it that way, though, because, that would have started a confrontation. But I was like, the way that should be handled is she should be able to tell her herself, hey, I really don't feel comfortable with the way that you've been treating me the last couple days, and I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but that's just the way I feel about it. And next time you have a friend, maybe treat them a little bit different, and you might actually keep a friend. You should have no qualms about being able to express how you feel in that situation and walking away from the situation yourself. You shouldn't have to use a scapegoat. And I know that it doesn't feel good to be a scapegoat for everybody, because I was my ex's scapegoat in a lot of ways for years. And he doesn't need to be teaching my kids to become him and use everybody as scapegoats, instead of actually being able to admit their feelings and express their feelings, because that's what they should be doing. And yes, it may hurt the person a little bit, but guess what? That's okay. They hurt you, right? And it's not like you're intentionally hurting them. You're just letting them know the truth of how you feel, which is what you should be doing. And maybe then, instead of eating all of their emotions, my kids would actually be handling their emotions better and feeling their emotions and not feeling like they need to bury them in some sort of way because they're being taught that. So you opening up and expressing what you have within yourself, and the knowledge that you have within yourself, the wisdom that you have within yourself, the feelings you have regarding certain situations that are going on, and how you feel like people might actually be able to get a better response in that because you've done it before and you've had a different response from it. That is going to really benefit everybody around you. So continue to do that and continue to open yourself up and express yourself. Dolphin. Balanced energy, joyful, playful, good instincts, intelligent. You're very protective and also bring life to anyone stuck in depression. Lucky, self-sacrificing. You make friends very easily and with all types of people. You bring harmony and peace wherever you go. And by the way, he sat there and actually agreed with my assessment of the situation and how it should have been handled. He actually backed me up on all of that, which in the past he would not have done. But he actually backed me up on all of that, which was pretty crazy. Shine your light. You are meant to be a healer, and you can't be a healer if you are hiding half of yourself. Shine your light on the world today. Spread your light with what you say. Fill up your cup so you can see all the darkness before you will flee. Your power is great and meant to heal. Believe in you and know it's real. Cleanse your energy and carve your legacy. Allow yourself to open up, heal yourself, and fill your cup. So, like I said, you're a healer. And the only way that you can use that power to heal others around you is to take care of yourself, fill your cup up, feel confident in yourself, feel like you don't lack anything, feel grateful for yourself and the gifts that you possess, feel like you have worked hard for it, and allow yourself to be confident in being who you are. Don't allow yourself to shrink away. Don't feel like all the darkness of the world and all the evil entities are going to be chasing you down and hunting you down, and they're going to eat you alive because you chose to be this bright being of light. And yeah, you might actually attract some darkness. That happens, but you're also protected, very protected. And generally, cockroaches flee before the light. And so what do you think happens when it comes to those people? You shine the light on them, and a lot of them cannot take it, and they scurry off back to the darkness. So the ones that are going to stick around are the ones that are actually benefiting from the light that you have to share. And that light that you have to share is something that you can create more of. It's not something that can be stolen from you. It's something that you can create more of, generate as much of it as you want, as long as you're taking care of yourself and as long as you're setting healthy boundaries. An energy vampire is an energy vampire, sure. But at the same time, if you're the one choosing to give all your energy to them, how can you blame the entire thing on them? You can't. That's what taking your power back is. That's what not living in victimhood mentality is. You chose to give your power to them, so they sucked it all up. And you're both to blame, not just them. And shit, honestly, most of them don't even know they're doing it. The Sun, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So you are really being made aware that you have everything that you need within yourself emotionally, and that you are really fulfilled, calm, at peace on your own. And in being in this state of energy, you are really planting a lot of seeds. You have been planting a lot of seeds for a while now, a lot of seeds of abundance, of prosperity. Your motivation, ambition, drive, your goals, your happiness, your joy, your authenticity, all of these things are really bringing forth a lot of fruits from your trees. You have so much fruit on your trees, and you're going to be picking a lot of it in the near future. There's going to be a lot of abundance coming in for you. And a lot of this is because you have been faithful. You've been patient. You have been committed, dedicated, solid, stable, persistent. You have really worked hard to take care of and nurture the goals that you have had and the things that you have been working on. And all of these things that you have been working on, and I feel like a lot of it has been self-love and feeling emotionally fulfilled in and of yourself and really being able to see your true value and your worth is really paying off. Power symbol: cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. So there's a lot of positive transformations coming into your life and taking place right now because you have chosen to set your boundaries, to effectively tell people what you want, tell people what's too much, tell people what you're not going to put up with. You have really removed the energy vampires from your life by either transforming them into somebody who is no longer an energy vampire, by setting your boundaries and getting them to realize that, hey, you're right, this is not something I should be doing, and following suit, or by telling them your boundaries and they're not willing to respect them, so you walk away. So there's a lot of transformations coming into your life for you taking the responsibility of really being able to make the choices in your life that are healthiest for you, instead of what everybody else wants. And I love that the sun came out on top of the sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So there could definitely be a lot of abundance coming into your life, a lot of stability financially, a lot of good things are coming into your life. Prosperity, abundance, joy, happiness, recognition for your skills, recognition for all of the things that you have been able to achieve and overcome. And you are really going to be feeling very good about all the hard work that you have done, because you are going to be being recognized for the beauty that you have created around you because of this hard work that you have put in. And it wouldn't have felt as good if you didn't have to put the hard work in for it either. I know that. That's part of the reason why it took so long for me to achieve what I'm achieving, because I felt like hard work needed to be put in first. So it took a bit extra time until I felt like it was enough hard work. New doors. Too much time wasted on fear and doubt. Turn that energy inside out. Walk away from what doesn't serve. Go on now. Get the nerve. Time to take action for real. Only you can seal the deal. No more crying over the past. Sometimes things just aren't meant to last. That's okay. There's something new. If you let go, it'll open for you. New doors await your release. Unworthy feelings need to cease. Time to see your worth inside. You deserve somebody on your side. Others didn't see you right. Their minds trapped in the night. Rejection is protection, it's true. Because of rejection, you'll find your true crew. Regrets left in the past. You will no longer be left for last. 2/2/22. So, this pretty much sums up everything I said in the last message. That you are learning how to transmute the energy around you. You are learning how to let go of the fears, let go of the doubt, let go of the past people, let go of this feeling of lack. You're learning how to see your real value, see who you truly are, to really express who you truly are without fear, without worry, without feeling like you're going to be left alone, without feeling like you are undeserving in some sort of way. You're really starting to realize that you are very deserving. And just because some people couldn't handle your light does not mean your light wasn't an amazing thing. And some people have moved away from it because they were like cockroaches scattering from the light. And you didn't need that energy in your life anyway. And you are really bringing harmony and peace to the relationships and situations in your life because of this. Take the time to study and learn about things that you enjoy. The more you dive into them and explore, the more wisdom that you gain. Believe that you can achieve the things that you desire. Focus on yourself at this time and increasing your abilities. So you are taking some time to focus on you, to cultivate your skills, to cultivate your value, to really explore things, to understand things, to educate yourself more on things, to really delve into things deeper than surface level, and to realize that through hard work, everything pays off. And in the past, you may not have put very much hard work into it because you didn't believe in yourself to be able to achieve it. But now you're believing in yourself to be able to achieve a lot of different things that you really felt like you couldn't achieve in the past. So now you are putting in that dedication, that hard work, that faith, that persistence, that trust, and that commitment that is going to get you that win in the end. This drawing, me and my youngest daughter actually made this together with color pencils. And this girl right here on the front of it, it's funny how things can be seen from different perspectives, because I was like, why did you draw a dead girl on the picture? And she's like, no, it's a girl praying on her knees. That's why her feet are behind her. And I was like, yeah, well, she's gray and lifeless and laying face down on the ground. It looks like a dead girl laying on the picture. So it's somebody praying though. And this may be somebody who might be feeling like there is emotional things all around that are overwhelming or really distorting the vision, feeling like everything is just kind of rising up against you or coming towards you, and there's not much you can do. Like everything's just going to overbear and weigh you down and overcome you. But taking a minute to get down on your knees and to pray really does help that. To talk to your ancestors, your guides, your angels, the divine beings, whoever that is for you. Taking that time to do that really does help. It helps to calm your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. It helps you to feel connected. It helps you to feel not alone. It helps you to feel like you can face anything and still keep your grounded energy, to still be able to have that ground underneath you, and to feel strong and stable in that, to feel like you can grow things around you as well. To really feel like there is beauty all around you. A lot of times you have to just take a minute for that quiet, peaceful energy, because the things that are going on in our life or in the world around us can really cause us to get out of alignment or out of whack, or cause us to feel like everything is just falling apart or crazy. And to find that peace and that serenity again is really going to help you to be able to withstand anything that comes your way without falling out of balance or without feeling like the world's crushing you. So, I'm going to grab an extra couple messages out of my bag to last us through the rest of this session. Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about today. Everyone always says, respect your elders. For one, you should respect everyone. Doesn't matter their age, you should respect everyone. For another, respect does not mean putting up with abuse. Self-respect is just as important as respect of another. Respect yourself enough not to be around those who disrespect you, or to stand up for yourself when they do. Don't disrespect back. Two wrongs don't make a right. Stand up for yourself, stand up for others. And stand up for not being respected as well. Sorry. Stand up for yourself and stand up for others not being respected as well, especially children or the oppressed in general, no matter who they might be. So, everyone says that you should just automatically respect your elders. That's bullshit. Period. There's a lot of very disrespectful elders out there who treat everybody around them like shit. They stomp on them and they crunch them into the ground, and they feel like everybody should just get down on their knees and bow down to them. That ain't going to work for me. I'm sorry. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about your behavior and the way that you're acting and how I don't agree with it, and I don't feel like you should be in charge of a damn thing. When you're treating people like shit, you do not deserve respect. You want respect, you give respect. You want disrespect, then you give disrespect, because you're going to get back what you put out. I actually had a conversation with some people last year about that very topic, because he was being very disrespectful to my daughter, and she pretty much did exactly the same thing back to him as what he was doing to her. And he started flipping out on her, and she can't talk to me or treat me that way. She's supposed to respect me because I'm her elder. And I was like, You want respect from her, you respect her. Otherwise, she doesn't have to do a damn thing to respect you. Period. Bottom line. You don't like that? Then don't treat her that fucking way. You don't want to be treated that way? Don't treat other people that way. I don't care if she's a child or not. She doesn't deserve to be treated that way. And a lot of people just assume that because they're children, they should have to put up with whatever disrespect is coming their way. I mean, I didn't stand up for myself against my mom till I was 18 years old because of that. And the first time I did, it turned into an actual physical thing instead of just the mental and emotional abuse I was used to dealing with from her. I love how practical and responsible you are, down to earth and humble. Never change, although I wish that you would open up more and close this distance. I wish I could figure out how to do this as well. We could be best friends, but we both have a wall a mile high. Maybe we can take things slow and tear it down brick by brick. We both need to be patient with each other. Know that you are the only person that I am looking at right now. I might be busy and I might be hard to get to open up and be vulnerable, but I am a very loyal person when in something with anyone. I only have eyes for one person at a time. I hope this energy is mirrored because I have had cheaters in the past as well. So, this goes back to whoever may have reconciliation energy going on in this reading. And the hard work that you've been doing to just work on yourself and take care of your own things and not really being so worried about needing to start anything right this minute may actually pay off in this energy of that being a mirrored thing between you and the other person. They may actually be doing the same thing. If they aren't, you're going to have some sort of upgrade when it comes to partner in general. Whether it's this person that you have been thinking about a reconciliation with that may be mirroring you and coming back together, or whether it might be somebody else coming into your life that is on that higher vibrational energy that you are working hard to get to. But either way, there's definitely going to be something where that is going on. And for some of you, you could just be dealing with somebody who's very distant, somebody who is very closed off. And if you look in the mirror, you might actually be being a bit distant and closed off yourself. And both of you may be having very similar fears when it comes to that. Cleanse, clear, and shield or protect your energy. Do not let others make your decisions anymore. You have more power than you know. Stand in your light and don't dim it for others or allow yourself to react and drop down to their level. You are your own person. Show the world who that really is through your actions. Yummy. Chick-fil-A. Costco Wholesale. Executive member, Lucky Cricket, protective bracelet with the Virgin Mary on it, Angry Orchard. Thanks for going above and beyond. Save and redeem. Great job. So this could be somebody that maybe you went above and beyond for, that maybe you put a lot of time, effort, energy into a situation, and there was still a lot of negative energy going on in it, but you really did bring a lot of beauty to this situation. You are a very pure person, and you have a lot of beautiful energy within you, but there may still be a few things here and there that you are going to have to work on, learn from, grow from. And that doesn't make you any less of a person, but that doesn't make anybody around you any less of a person either, that they have flaws and different things about them that they need to work on, or that they need to learn from, or that they need to grow. There could definitely be some sort of anger energy here from another or from yourself that needs to be worked on and needs to be healed, and really maybe causing some issues in a situation. So there's this need to ground yourself, to really find your peace by taking some time in nature, taking some time to put your feet in the earth, taking some time to lean against a tree and to just really feel at peace and allow all of your worries and tension and fear and everything to just dissipate, knowing and trusting that you have everything that you need within yourself and the universe will provide the rest. Being able to find that calm center inside of yourself so that you are not reacting to the negative or angry energy around you with the same anger anymore. Learning how to protect and shield your energy so that you do not absorb the energy of others. Healers are not here to absorb the energy of others. We are here to transmute that energy. And the way that we learn how to transmute that energy is by no longer allowing the other person's energy to affect us, by being able to detach from it, by being able to be in our own energy, regardless of what anybody around us is doing. And the way that we do that is through self-care, energy protection, energy healing, energy cleansing, and learning how to react and respond in confrontational circumstances. There's a lot of luck and abundance on your side. Somebody may even be thinking about asking you out to eat, to go out with them somewhere. And once again, really learning how to protect your energy, learning how to love yourself, learning how to love others with an unconditional love. And an unconditional love does not mean that they have to do everything your way. It does not mean that they have to be a certain way. It doesn't mean that they have to pull themselves up out of the gutter. What it does mean is that you can love them from a distance, because when you feel like you are having a hard time, or when you feel like you need a break, or when you feel like you can't be around that energy, you can pull yourself away, because that's self-love. And that you can love them from a distance. You don't have to hate them because you couldn't be around them. You don't have to hate them because they chose not to heal. You don't have to hate them because they chose to continue living the low vibrational life that they're living. But you can still love them, and you can detach from the outcomes, and you can detach from the need to control things, and you can let go of the idea of where you think their life should be going, and you can allow them to just live their life the way that they're going to live it, and still be able to love them. It's kind of like in dealing with kids. You're never going to be able to force your kids to do what you want them to do. That's just not going to happen. But what you can do is be there to support them and love them and hear them, talk with them, grow with them, and know that they're humans too. So they're going to make their own mistakes. They're going to learn their own lessons, and they're not going to listen to everything that you have to say. They're going to have to learn some of it on their own, because they don't understand it until they do. Shark. And if anybody wants to be able to donate to the channel, or wants to buy a question, you can find my Cash App and PayPal in the description box below. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here to watch this today too. Fierceness, authority, determination, grace, style, bold, aggressive, sharp, intimidating. It may be time to examine your inner fears and your emotions. Love or anger may be unacknowledged within you. You are a survivor, and keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. The shark is calling you to meet life head on, to shut out fear and go for what you truly want. Do not back down. Be resolved and show others who is in charge of your life and your purpose. Listen to the wisdom and guidance that you are receiving about how powerful you are. It is time for self-trust and to focus on your goals. You are a boss. So, you are definitely coming into this energy of leadership, of really truly standing in your power, standing your ground, and standing your ground in a way that is not controlling or aggressive, but being able to express yourself, being able to really not back down, to show others that you will defend what you are working on, to show others that you are committed to what you are working on. The path that you have chosen for yourself is the path that you have chosen for yourself. And as accepting as you are of other people and the path that they choose, other people can be accepting of your path too, or they can get out of the way or get out of your life. Dreams could be very important here. You're really learning how to listen to your intuition, how to trust in the visions that you're seeing. You're trusting in your path, trusting in your purpose, awakening to what you want to be, where you want to be, who you want to be, awakening to what path you want to take in your life, and really seeing the signs and synchronicities that are leading you there. Your dreams are there for a reason, and you're starting to realize and understand that the things that you want to do with your life are there for a reason. Regardless of what anybody else thinks about that or thinks that you should be doing, you are starting to defend that, and you are starting to go after what you want, even if it's not what other people want for you. As accepting as you are of others, you are starting to realize that others need to be that accepting of you, and if they can't be, then they don't deserve your time or energy either, because you've been there to be accepting of them. And if you haven't been, you're starting to be there to be accepting of them because you understand that better now that you have had to face a lot of people who aren't accepting of your path too. I've seen you so many times before. I hope one of us one day starts a conversation. I would love to see if your voice is as amazing as I imagine it is. I catch myself watching you at times when you don't know it. I have tried to convince myself to approach you, make my knees weak, but you make my knees weak and my mouth dry. I need some new energy in my life. You are so zesty, and I feel like it would be so fun to hang out together. I have to remind myself that I have work to do every time you are near. You are a distraction. I love that, and I hope it never ends. So, this mirrored energy that keeps coming up in this reading, there could definitely be two people that are working very hard and steadily towards their goals, and at the same time who are trying to connect and create something. But it's been kind of hard to get something off the ground because both of you are trying to work on your goals, and it's been very distracting for your goals to be around each other. And so there could be a need to make sure that when you come into contact with somebody in the near future, that you guys are both giving time and attention to your goals still, but making room for each other as well. There is a need for balance in all areas of your life. And that includes having friendships or relationships or family connections, having playtime, fun time, date nights, having all of those kinds of things along with the work is very beneficial for your life. And it's also very beneficial for your work and for your goals to have other things to focus on too, to have other things to be happy about or to celebrate or to feel good doing. That really helps to bring up your vibration and raise your vibration to be able to make that balance in your life. Listen with your heart, you will understand, which is actually a song from Pocahontas. Let it break upon you like the waves upon the sand. What direction lights you up inside? Where do you feel the most comfortable or at ease? What do you enjoy doing? With who? Are you making the choices that make you most happy, or are you letting fear run the day? So, are you letting fear run the day? Are you running away from situations where you feel good, where you feel alive, where you feel like things are really fun and enjoyable and you feel very inspired? Are you moving away from those situations because you're afraid of certain things happening in those situations? Or are you listening to your heart? Because your heart is trying to tell you who you really feel most comfortable around, most at ease with, what you really enjoy doing, who it's with. And so you're being asked to really listen to your heart, to really follow your dreams, to really listen to what your intuition is telling you about where you belong in the path you feel like you should be going down. Listen with your heart, you will understand. Let it break upon you like the waves upon the sand. Your sacrifices have been seen and felt. The time, effort, faith, trust, and persistence you have shown is paying off. Believe it and receive it. A new life and a way of living is coming to you now. The wait is over. Now use the patience to be okay with the ebb and flow that follows before the dam breaks loose. You got this. Keep going. Don't give up now. You are almost there. And what this is reminding me of is when the Seven of Pentacles came out earlier, the one that has the apple tree on it, because there's a lot of abundance on that one. The Ten of Wands, the Chariot, Illumination, and the Four of Wands. So you are really being illuminated on what path is for you, on where you can celebrate life more, where you can celebrate yourself more. I feel like you have put in a lot of time, effort, dedication, and persistence towards something in your life. And all this hard work that you've been doing, you really make it look very easy. Look at this guy carrying all these sticks like it's absolutely nothing. He's walking his way all the way up there to that castle in the sky, and it's like he doesn't even have any kind of weight on his shoulders because he's able to carry it so effectively and efficiently. He's very confident. He's very stable. He's very strong. So you're very confident, stable, strong. You've been working your ass off, and you have really been doing a very good job of it. And since you've been taking care of yourself as well, you are not overburdened by it. You're not weighed down by it. You're not feeling like you can't carry all of this weight or all of this responsibility, because you've been illuminated on just how much you can handle. And you have really been able to bring your shadow side and your light side, or your masculine and your feminine side, all of that, the dualities within you, you have been able to bring those into concert with each other to where they are working together. You have really grounded yourself so you can follow your intuition towards your happiness. And this is bringing a lot of successful changes into your life. You're really being illuminated on what your path is, what your purpose is, where you belong, why you're here. And on what there is to celebrate in your life. You have really been able to ground your thoughts and ground your passions and ground your energy so that you are really feeling very stable in your mind, feeling very stable in your body, in your soul, really feeling very stable and balanced in everywhere that you are placing your energy. And it's really bringing you this great energy into your life, and you're now being asked to see where you have been able to be successful, where you have really made some serious achievements, and to take some time out to celebrate those things, to really enjoy life, and to show gratitude to yourself for putting in the hard work that you have put in to get where you are today. You deserve gratitude as much as anybody else does, and you deserve that gratitude and that recognition from you. Being in this playful energy, this joyful energy, this childlike energy. Maybe somebody illuminated something in you. Somebody may have been being a little passive aggressive with you, or you might have been being passive aggressive in the past, and you may have realized exactly why you were being that way. There's been something that has been highlighted here about passive aggressiveness, about snarkiness, possibly some jealousy, about what was holding you back and what was keeping you from being able to go forward with this energy that you had. You've really learned a lot about yourself, and you've been putting in the time and the effort to make the changes necessary to really heal yourself, to heal your child self, and to be able to express yourself in more of a youthful, energetic energy again, and to really move away from any kind of passive aggressiveness or angry bitterness or hurt or jealousy. I also feel like there may even be some loyal connections in your life that are being shown to you as well, and some that are not so loyal that are being put on display as well. There could definitely have been some half-truths that might have been told by somebody, and somebody may even be taking up the responsibility to come forward and illuminate the things that were kept in the dark as well. Whether that's you or somebody else, somebody could definitely be wanting to illuminate the things that were kept in the dark. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. So somebody could be breaking bad habits. Somebody could be putting in the time, effort, energy, and responsibility to be able to remove these things from their life, to be able to accept them, see them, and work on them. Maybe even taking care of some things with mental health as well, or letting go of vices, or self-acceptance, self-worth, self-love. Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. So because of this hard work that is being dedicated towards creating a better life for yourself and towards being a stronger version of yourself with more discipline, more stability and strength, with more love for yourself and more kindness for the world around you, is really bringing a lot of good fortune and lucky chances into you. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So you're really starting to accept every aspect of yourself, the divinity within yourself, but also the earthliness within yourself. No one is completely pure with no bad in them. Everybody has both good and bad in them. And you're starting to really see and accept both sides of yourselves, the duality of you and everything that makes you up, so that you can really acknowledge those things and put hard work and effort into what you feel like needs to be changed or worked on, or what growth needs to happen for you, so that you can really heal a lot of the things going on in your life, so that you could be attracting different situations to you than what you have in the past. So that's what I have for that message. You are important too. Take some time for self-care and love. Do more for you and don't feel guilty about it. Take yourself on a date, dress up, and hold your head high. Go on a vacation where you can relax and unwind. Maybe even learn some new things. There is a whole world around you, and it's time to live. And the song that just came to mind is A Whole New World, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. Live like you were dying, Tim McGraw. No more time to be a yes man or yes woman. No more time to give to others without a return. So, you are really no longer putting up with an unequal give and take. And if you haven't started this yet, this is the best way to go to really change your life and shift it and bring about a whole new energy coming in. It's time to love you. It's time to do more for yourself. It's time to care about you. It's time to show the world how you deserve to be treated by treating yourself that way. That's where it starts. When you treat yourself like a pile of shit, or you treat yourself like everybody's doormat, that's what everybody else treats you like too. When you start treating yourself like you matter, taking time out for you, taking energy out for you, doing things to take care of yourself, doing things to make you feel good, doing things that make your heart sing, doing things that really make you feel alive again. Those things are all the things that is going to help you to be in a much better mood and a much higher vibration. And it's also going to show other people how to treat you as well. It's time to face your greatest fear. Turn and look in the mirror. No more running. What do you see? What needs healed? What needs acknowledgement? What needs release? Self-forgiveness, self-love, and compassion. What needs understanding? Love yourself fully, the shadow side too. As you uncover it, you have to accept it as a part of yourself, to leave behind the behaviors. If you deny them, you can't heal them. And also, you spend all your time judging everybody else's shadow side instead of realizing they're just human too, just like you. Because when you're not accepting your own shadow side, you tend to be a lot more judgmental or self-righteous when it comes to other people as well. I also just did a reading on looking in the mirror to see what shadow energy you may be dealing with at this time, if you're interested in that as well. It just came out yesterday, so it should be at the top of my video list. You are seen in a very good light by those who truly know you. You are so loved, you have no idea. Love yourself first, or you won't see it. See yourself from the eyes and hearts of those who hold you dear. Look at your life through heaven's eyes, the Prince of Egypt. So this all really fits in together, and this fits very well with what I was saying a minute ago about people treat you how you show them to treat you. When you see yourself in a low light, people treat you in a low light. They really do. That's just the way it is. When you see yourself in a higher light, people treat you in a higher light because you're treating yourself in a higher light. You show people the example of how to treat you by the way that you treat yourself, and they look to you for that guidance. If you allow people to get away with anything and everything when it comes to dealing with you, then those people are going to get away with whatever they can get away with. And if you tell people that, hey, I don't put up with that, that's not what I want to be doing, then people are not going to be doing those things. That's the way it is. And if they continue to do it, then you just cut them off, and you have no qualms about it either because you're loving yourself. When you're not loving yourself, you're worried about being alone, so you don't want to cut anybody off. So even that person who keeps doing things that you ask them not to do, you're going to let them stay in your life forever, treating you like crap instead of putting your foot down or walking away. Katy Perry, Dark Horse. Cheshire Kitten, We're All Mad Here, by J.J. Tucker. There are many new opportunities in front of you. She'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer is the part that just popped into my mind of that song too. So your heart could have been on ice for a little while as well. You have ended things no longer serving your highest good, walked away from illusions, worked hard to overcome self-defeating behaviors. And in doing so, sometimes your heart does end up on ice for a little bit because you're like, oh, I can never let anybody in my life again. I have to be an asshole to everybody. Ugh. And no, you just sometimes got to be an asshole, and that's the way it is, and it's okay. And you can let people in. It does hurt sometimes when you got to let them go or you got to move away from those people, but that's okay, because as long as we aren't blocking the flow, new doors will be open and new people will come in. But that's only if we don't allow ourselves to block everyone out or self-sabotage every situation because we're worried that it's going to affect our heart because those people are going to come in and then we're going to have to move away from them and it's going to rip our heart out. Yeah, it's a nice big cycle that sucks. But you may be behaving, or you may be having a hard time trusting or opening up again. It's time to bring your passions and your emotions into balance, to open up to the gray area a little bit. Get out more to open up more. Open or allow your heart to guide you, but not to lead in impulse. So, really having a balance between your heart, and your mind, having a balance between all elements, if you want my honesty, having a balance between solid, stable, grounded energy, between your emotions, your intuition, your love, your ability to be able to see through situations, your logic, your rational energy, your passion, your drive, your motivation, your inspiration, all of those things combined together can really lead you in a great direction. But when you start taking out different pieces of it and you start being out of balance or out of alignment, then really you can end up making decisions that are not for the highest good for yourself or for others around you either. We have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's like, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you have this beautiful, kind, compassionate, loving, caring, empathetic, sweet-natured person inside of you that you have locked inside a cage, that you have thrown the damn key away because this person is not getting hurt again, damn it. And it's like you've went from this Queen of Cups to this Queen of Swords. You have both of them in you, and both of them are important. The Queen of Cups is just as important as the Queen of Swords is in your life. Because without the Queen of Cups in your life, you cannot be an emotional, intuitive, loving, kind, caring individual who's compassionate, empathetic, and understanding for yourself or anyone else. There's no forgiveness. There's no kindness. There's no care. There's no love. And when there is no heart, there's no reason for even being, if you want my honesty. The Queen of Swords, on the other hand, is logical, cutthroat, somebody who's honest, somebody who's blunt, somebody who says what is, somebody who sees the truth and speaks the truth, somebody who cuts people off when it's necessary, somebody who stands up for what's right, somebody who has been through a lot but knows how to be strong. Having both of those energies is very important because both of those energies will really work very well together once you're able to pull out of those extremes. Because sometimes when things get knocked off and off balance in our lives, we end up in extremes of one or the other. And this cycle is changing. What goes down must go up, and what goes up must come down. You've really learned how to remain peaceful and calm and solid in the changing times, which is what going into that Queen of Swords energy so strongly did for you. Is you have been able to stand up for yourself, you've been able to stand your ground, you've been able to set boundaries, you've been able to learn, to grow, to really stand strong and not let anything take you down. And now that you've learned how to do those things, it's evening back out again. And this Queen of Cups energy is going to be resurfacing and it's going to be coming back out. But it's not going to be coming out in an abuse me type of way. It's going to be coming out in a strong way where, yes, I do have this heart, but if you start to stab me in this heart, you better watch out, because this heart is not a heart that is going to let you stab it repeatedly with no consequences at all, which is what the Queen of Cups sometimes does do before it goes through those lessons and learns those things and learns how to stand up for itself. So it's like guard your heart, but not too much is the energy. The Deer is a lot like the Queen of Cups too. The fear of expressing your emotions, the fear of letting people see that softer, more vulnerable, loving, beautiful side of yourself that is so amazing because of the hurt and pain and hardship they put you through in the past at expressing those things. And you've been holding back for a long time out of this fear. But now you are seeing the abundance and fertility that can come from really allowing your true inner self to shine and that love and that beauty to be seen again. No longer worried what anybody thinks about it. No longer worried about people thinking you're stupid or naive or that you need to be protected, that you're going to get taken advantage of. No longer worried about those people who think you're an easy target, because you know you're not anymore. Because you've gone through so much at this point that you know you're not an easy target. And they got another thing coming if they try it. You are very watchful You are somebody who really sees and hears and notices the things going on around you, and you cannot be taken off guard anymore. So there's nothing left to fear anymore. There's a lot of abundance and fertility coming into your life for your ability to release control and just allow yourself to be the natural, beautiful part of yourself, to be calm, serene, and peaceful with who you are, instead of fighting against those parts of yourself and locking your heart in a freezer. So once again, if anybody wants to donate to my channel, you can find my Cash App and PayPal in the description box below. And there's time left right now for one question before I leave. If not, I'm going to do a last message and call it good. I am not someone that you can take advantage of. Exactly right. That's exactly what it is. Others know better now. No more will they try. Others treat me fairly and respectfully. People pay me for my knowledge, skills, and gifts. I don't have to argue with whether or not it's right. They know what's right. And if they don't, I walk away. They get paid for their skills. They get paid for their knowledge. They get paid for the things they worked on their whole life. So I should too. I don't have to argue. Oh, my intuition is on point and I trust it with ease. I deserve to listen to my inner self. No more will I discard it because of the reactions of others. The truth is always revealed eventually. I see the truth through the lies at all times. No one ever pulls the wool over my eyes anymore. I am knowledgeable and wise. I am a healer. I make a difference in the lives of others and in this world. I am capable of standing tall, head held high. I never look down on myself or on others, and I don't care when or if others do. People respect me. I am loved. I am cherished. I enjoy my life, and I am happy to be here. I am no longer worrying about or questioning what's coming. I am relaxed and I am at ease, and I allow things to flow the way that they are going to flow. So, yeah, you've really learned a lot from the experiences that you have gone through. Affirmations is possibly something that would do you a lot of good as well. When you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself some of these things. Tell yourself some of these amazing, beautiful things about yourself so that you can really feel good in your own shoes and feel like you really are this strong, beautiful, amazing person. It sounds crazy and it sounds a little cheesy, but it really works very well to do that. Some drinking issues may be a source of pain. What truth needs to be spoken, understood, and released? What parts are being hidden away out of shame and guilt? It is time for sober self-expression. Don't fret over the opinions of others. It kills the true soul. Time to come out of the mask. Other addictions could be at play too. And if it's not you that is having these addictions and needing to face them, then it could be somebody in your life who is having these addictions and needing to face them as well. They could be projecting some of the energy that they have going on onto you. They could be trying to really make it look like you're doing something wrong, or to make it look like you in some way are behaving wrong, so that the light is not being shined on them and their actions. So if you're dealing with somebody who is projecting things onto you very strongly, then that could definitely be why. And if you feel like you're projecting things onto other people and dealing with some sort of addiction issues, it may be because you are feeling guilty or ashamed of who you are, or asking for what's rightfully owed to you for what you're doing. And you need to start demanding people to treat you fairly and with respect, so that you don't have to bury yourself and your emotions and your pain underneath some sort of addiction, just so you can make others happy, or so you don't have to hurt other people's feelings. You are coming into a lot of financial stability. You have worked very hard to know that you have earned it. Allow this to come in. Stay positive and don't pay attention to the haters. Only give your energy to things that deserve it and return it. All of your good works are paying off. Success is yours finally. So there has definitely been a little bit of energy of people that have been working on something with commitment, stability, persistence, faith, trust, a lot of time and patience throughout this reading. There's been a fair amount of that. And just know that everything that you have been working on and everything that you have been putting into this really will be coming back to you. You have deserved it. You earn it. And times we have to allow it to come in instead of telling it, oh no, I'm not going to accept this. Know that when good things come your way and blessings come your way, they may not come from where you expected them to come from, but you have earned those things. So accept those things, regardless of where it's from. One enchanted evening, the perfect night. Perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendships and family life. So there's a lot of harmony and peace coming to you, a lot of harmony coming to your home, to your friendships, to the relationships and situations that you're dealing with in your life because of the perseverance that you have had. You have really made a difference in the world around you, and you have really shaken things up quite a bit. You've worked very hard for all of the stability and strength coming your way, for all of the amazing success coming your way. You have really worked hard to have success in some sort of area of your life. It could even be in overcoming addictions. Some of you may have even worked very hard to overcome some sort of addictions. And because of that, you have a lot of abundance, blessings, and stability headed into your life because you're no longer torn between taking care of yourself or affording your addictions, whatever the case may be. There's definitely going to be a night in the near future that's going to make a difference in your life as well. There's a lot of breaking of karmic cycles here, a lot of shocking revelations coming to light, a lot of truths being let out, a lot of things being revealed that may not have been seen in the past. You really are shedding your old skin and turning things around. Things are coming full circle now. And all of the things that have been kept in the dark are going to be being released in this new cycle. And there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be seen that weren't seen before. For some of you, it may even be how hard you have been working towards your goals or towards creating what you want to create. And people may not have noticed how hard you were working, but I feel like a lot of recognition is going to be coming in for your skills, for your knowledge, for your wisdom, for your abilities, your capabilities, for whatever it is, your dedication, your persistence, for everything that you have really put into the situation that you're working on. There's going to be a lot of abundance coming out. So I still have time for one more question if anybody wants to buy a question. And if not, I'm going to do a last closeout message. That last one went a little quicker than I thought it was going to. So I still have about 10 minutes left. All right. Be true to who you are. The beauty inside is overflowing. The real you will get you far. Look at the seeds of life you're sowing. What will you reap from the life of a sheep, when instead you could flourish if you choose to take and nourish the real you inside, who is wishing for a solid new ride? 6/3/19. I do Cash App or PayPal, Muse, and for some reason your message just came in here. I don't know if you just sent it. Charlie, I can do a private message for you really quick. My PayPal didn't go off. Usually that one goes off, but yeah. What is your question? Till you get that question out there, I'm going to read this one. It's time to get up and dust yourself off and move forward. No more wallowing. Notice everything good around you. You have been through a lot, but you are amazingly strong. Tap into your inner strength and know that you can handle it all. Take it one day and one step at a time. Things will improve steadily as your attitude about life improves. Think of all the things that you have faced and don't let this one thing knock you down when so many things in the past couldn't. Remember who you are and take back your power. Others tried to break you, but they couldn't. See how amazing that is? Be proud of you and keep going. Don't just be alive, live life again. So don't allow other people to win and cause you to feel like you can't express yourself, like you can't live life, like there's nothing good in life. It's time to really notice and appreciate the fact that you are still alive. And regardless of whether or not situations worked out, regardless of whether or not people did you dirty, that you still have a life to live. And the only way that you let them win is if you don't live that life because you're worried and afraid that somebody's going to do the same thing again. They didn't knock you down. They didn't beat you. They didn't take your life away from you in doing what they did. So why would you allow them to take the rest of your life by not living? Freeing yourself from the past betrayals, realizing that you gained wisdom, knowledge, a lot of different things from it, and coming back to life, no longer letting that destroy you or make you feel less than or make you feel like you aren't good enough in some sort of way. Don't let that keep you from exploring the world, from traveling, from seeing new things, from really interacting with other people. Yeah, there is a lot of darkness in the world. Look at all those gray people around her while she's spreading all that love and light. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of negative energy around you when you're out in the world. As long as you are protecting your energy, as long as you practice a healthy amount of detachment, as long as you are really instilling your boundaries and letting people know when they're crossing them and not accepting people that are crossing them into your life, then you are doing the right things. And just because something bad happens doesn't mean it was your fault that something bad happened because you should have known better. No. What am I going to do? Go trap myself in my house for the rest of my life simply because I should have known better than to walk outside, because something bad could happen the moment I walk outside. I mean, I could get hit by a bus walking out my front door. And no, I'm not just going to lock myself away because of that. Free yourself from all that negativity and all that crap and come back to life. Allow yourself to really be you again and to not feel like you have to lessen yourself or behave in a different way simply because there was a bad experience that happened. Kind of like when our kids go out and they get on a bike and they're riding this bike and they end up crashing and falling down and getting hurt. And do we let them give up on bike riding forever? Or do we tell them that that's okay? Things happen sometimes. And we're going to get up, we're going to dust ourselves off, make sure there's no broken bones, put some Band-Aids on if we need them, and then we're going to get back out there and we're going to try again. Because the only way that you fail is if you don't get back out there and try again. Don't let those people cause you to fail in your life by causing you to feel like you need to lock yourself away from the world. I still haven't heard anything back from you, Charlie, so I'm just going to keep going for the moment, and I will post something later if you're not here anymore. I love your body so much. It brings life to my eyes. You are so beautiful, very graceful, charismatic, and colorful. Your differences make you amazingly unique, and I love your energy. When you walk in the room, my heart stops for a beat every single time. You vibrate healing energies wherever you go. You have so many layers to you. As I explore you, I am surprised more and more by what I uncover. A lush garden of beauty and abundance. Secret Garden, Bruce Springsteen. You deserve the best, and I hope that you find it. She'll let you in her house if you come knocking late at night. She'll let you in her mouth if the words you say are right. If you pay the price, she'll let you deep inside. But there's a secret garden she hides. And so this is going back to that reconciliation feeling for me as well, where somebody may really be finding that as they find out more things about you, as they uncover new things about you, that they really are, and it could even be somebody you're with right now, but they are really seeing how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. You really bring a lot of life, color, and beauty to people's lives. You really bring a very different energy than what they're used to, and you really just make people feel like there's a lot that you keep to yourself that you may not be letting out. And that really gives off this very mysterious vibe as well. You are ready to be seen. You are no longer happy to remain in the world of invisibility that you created for yourself. You are stepping into the spotlight. Do not run from the attention. Remember that you asked for this and you worked hard to remove your mask and reveal the light within. With great power comes great responsibility. So, you could definitely be coming out of an invisible energy. You could be breaking through your comfort zones and really allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be heard. You may be stepping in the spotlight in some form or another, and you may have a lot of eyes on you. You may have a lot of attention being directed your way. You may have a lot of people trying to interact with you, and you may be feeling like you want to run away and hide from this, that you want to just go find a cave by yourself to where you don't have to deal with this anymore. And just remember not to do that. Remember that this is what you asked for. This is what you wanted. This is what you were striving for. And yes, there are some bad things about it, just like there are some bad things about being invisible. But there are some good things about both as well. And you have the strength within you to be able to deal with this situation. It's time to free yourself of the matrix. You are not a sheep. You are a wolf or the shepherd. To be a great leader, you can't hate the sheeps. They will follow where you guide. Guide them with love and with care, and accept the honor that is bestowed upon you to stand out and be heard and followed. Don't be mad at the copycats. Those are the sheep. And they are spreading your messages even further. So they are helping you to spread those messages and to change the world by copying your energy. And at the same time, they will never be able to do things quite like you either. Who is breaking into your house and why are they stealing private documents? Gotcha. Now I'm going to grab a couple things from the letters and zodiac signs bag. LSA salt slat ZZ. Somebody may be asleep on something. You might be asleep on something. Maybe you're not. Maybe this person is closer than you think, and you just may not be noticing the signs that are there to show you who this person is. D. You know what? Make sure that your doors and windows are locked at night, because I was just thinking about like sleep assault. Make sure that your doors and windows are locked at night just in case, to be on the safe side. Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, W. Lad, was, wad, saw, sad, Tad, Capricorn, ambitious. Somebody who's very prideful, somebody who wants the attention that you have, somebody who is targeting you in some sort of way, somebody who may be an addict or has some sort of addictive tendencies of some kind, somebody that may really have hurt you emotionally, or who has been hurt very emotionally by your words or actions. Somebody who has a lot of pride and is very jealous. This person has a lot of pride. They're very jealous. They may show those insecurities in certain ways. They may say things to try to one-up the stories that you tell. They may try to take the spotlight of the rooms that they enter. They may spend a lot of their time really trying to gather the attention of others and trying to do things that make them stand out more. Firefly, butterfly, peacock. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who strives for the attention of everyone around them. Somebody who wants all eyes on them all the time. This is somebody that, this may definitely be somebody that you have to look deep inside of them to see their beauty, because they may be somebody who is very ugly, like emotionally, friendship wise. This could be somebody who's very ugly to people in general, somebody who's constantly trying to look better than people, constantly trying to prove they're better than people, or constantly trying to one up people. This could be somebody that you might have felt like changed or grew or somehow started to be a better person that may have even fooled you into believing that they had changed their past ways and moved away from some sort of addiction they may have been dealing with. This is somebody who looks to you for guidance as well. So this could definitely be somebody who has sought you out for your help in situations, who has lied to you about what they're doing, definitely stole documents here. Because that's what this particular Seven of Swords makes me think of every time, since it has somebody going through files. This is somebody that definitely stole documents from you. Somebody that you've been very patient with. Somebody that you've been kind of almost like a mother to. Somebody that you have been there for. Somebody that has looked up to you. Somebody that has sought you out for advice, for guidance, for help with certain issues or with pain that they've gone through. This is somebody that has really, you've had to be very, very patient with this person. This person is very childlike in the way that they behave. And you're being asked to maintain your dignity, your integrity, your grace throughout this time period. To realize that this person's actions are going to end up getting them caught up. I really feel like this person's actions are going to end up getting them caught up. Yeah, Temperance again. Queen of Pentacles and the Knave of Chalices. This may even be somebody who wants to come in and apologize to you and bring you truth about what happened and why they did what they did. You're being asked to maintain your patience, your diligence, your persistence. This could definitely have been somebody who tried to tempt you into falling off the wagon if you are on the wagon in some sort of way, or somebody who really tried to disturb your peace. This is somebody that you have really had to be very patient with, and this is somebody that you thought was seeking out stability, was seeking out the ability to overcome addictions or the ability to turn away from temptation. And this person really, they faced temptation and they failed that test. You may see yourself inside this person in some sort of way as well. So maybe that's a lot of the reason why you reached out to them. You tried to help them. You tried to care for them. You tried to nurture them and love them and help them to grow and help them to see the beauty inside themselves, because you could see the beauty inside of them. And really, this person just stabbed you in the back. So I feel like this is somebody that was very, very close to you. And by the way, we have LAW up here too. I feel like somebody is going to end up getting in trouble with the law. And if somebody ends up getting in trouble with the law in the near future, I really feel like this is going to be your sign that that is the person who did this. So that is pretty much what I got for that question. And I really hope you find out who did this. And I hope this helped you to see who this might be. And that is pretty much what I got for today, guys. So I hope you all have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. And thank you, Charlie, for saying that these messages are beautiful or wonderful. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a beautiful day as well. And I hope that these things get sorted out for you. Remember that everything happens for a reason. And it's better that you find out now about these people than later. There's a reason for it to happen this way. Bye-bye, guys.